Bright lights, big tickets. A 9 Wants to Know investigation has found a group refusing to pay up when they're caught on camera.
Speed vans and red light cameras are meant to prevent this. The city of Denver's laws are clear.
$80 fine.
Drivers who get busted, like Frank Barella, are expected to pay.
I don't want to pay it, but I will pay it.
While he's coming up with the cash, a 3-month 9 Wants to Know investigation discovered one group has repeatedly avoided paying tickets. Denver city employees.
It's preposterous.
Using the state's open records laws, we didn't give up until we were able to examine 3.5 years worth of tickets. Our investigation uncovered 607 tickets given to city employees that were never paid. 20 of those unpaid tickets in the Parks and Rec Department, 79 in Denver's Public Works, including a garbage truck, a sewer truck, and even the person who gives you parking tickets.
City employees seem to get better treatment than the rest of us.
But that's not how it's supposed to work.
When a city car gets captured, most departments send the ticket to the employee's boss. They're supposed to ask the employee to pay, but there is no citywide policy requiring this.
It's important that we make sure we have, number one, a policy that is consistently applied across the city as much as we can.
But the agency with the most unpaid tickets says it shouldn't have to pay. The Denver Police Department has 458 unpaid tickets.
If they're on an emergency and they run a red light, they're excused.
Correct.
If they're not on an emergency and they run a red light, why don't they have to pay for that ticket?
Because they receive discipline, and we track that discipline.
DPD opens a case with Internal Affairs. Officers get 2 warnings each year. After the 3rd, they have to give up a full day's pay. But even then, they don't pay the ticket.
You say that you have to obey the same laws as the general public, but the general public is required to pay and officers aren't.
Well, because I think our discipline is more severe.
Police Commander Pat Phelan says disciplinary records affect promotions, and the current policy works. 71 officers got a 2nd warning, 9 got in trouble a 3rd time.
If some of us have to pay and some of us don't, it's not beneficial to anyone because it's unfair.
I was really surprised when you told me this.
Denver City Councilwoman Jeannie Fotz agrees, and she questions the legality of the police department's policy.
I know of no language that says the police department shouldn't have to pay, city employees shouldn't have to pay, and unless there's legal authorization, it appears to me that the first order of business should be that the employee pays the ticket.
Mayor Hancock says no city driver should get a free ride.
Will you make sure that every single ticket from the past that should have been paid gets paid?
We're going to do everything we can to make sure we collect on those tickets, absolutely.
Before our investigation even got on the air tonight, the mayor had announced a citywide review of the policy. The mayor hopes to have his review of the policy done within a few weeks, and he will let us know if he will require the rest of the unpaid tickets that we found to actually be paid. Kim?
So I guess the question then is there a chance that DPD is going to have to pay going forward?
So right now, Chief White is in the midst of reviewing his policy for his officers there. There is a chance that that policy could change. It could also stay the same. We'll hear both from the mayor and the chief in the coming weeks.
Well, as we know, nothing gets people more fired up than these red light tickets.
We've been talking. We're going to go chat with viewers right now. They are fired up is the right word. Some people think that they should be illegal altogether. Some people think that they're just completely unfair. Somebody told me today they think the video is doctored. Now, we didn't see anything to indicate that, but that just goes to show you how skeptical people are.
Okay, well, you get answering them. All right, thanks, Jace. Some city employees have paid their tickets even before 9 Wants to Know started investigating. For example, 80 employees in Public Works paid theirs when they got their ticket. And Jace will be jumping on 9 News.